For those people that are participating in this study who are not music ministers, they've heard us talk about the leading of the Spirit and following God's plan for a service. Just so they know what we're talking about, explain to them what you mean by that, because the people that we have participating, some of them are coming from a more traditional background where probably hymns are what they sing on a Sunday morning, and the worship that they experience is probably a lot different than maybe the worship that you and I are used to. So explain what you mean by that, and give us an example of a time where you felt God calling you to kind of put your plan aside because His Spirit was moving in a particular way or an area, and so He basically lays a whole new song on your heart, and you go in a different direction because you feel like He shifted His focus to meet the needs of the people that are there that morning or that evening.
Okay. What I do for our services is I spend time in prayer, usually on Monday. As soon as church is over Sunday, on Monday, I'm praying and asking God what direction He would have us go the next service. As far as music, what kinds of songs am I focusing on? And I spend time in prayer, and then by Tuesday I'm looking at the music and I'm trying to decide what's going to happen and what songs we're going to go in what order, and how those songs go together, and if the message of those songs actually are going in the same direction, rather than having people worship and pray in one direction and then suddenly I'm going another direction, trying to keep a good focus through the entire worship service. I spend time doing that, and many times hymns are included in that, and being willing to go wherever God asks me to go. There are times that I stick right to that plan, and that's exactly what happens, and there are many times that I can tell you which song is when that's when people will connect with the Lord. That is where God is headed that day, is right there in that place, that type of prayer of surrendering or whatever the song will be about. There have been times that I have a plan and I have a direction, and this is the way it's going, and I believe that God has given me this direction, and whenever I get in the service, I really feel like this isn't where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to move on to something else, and at those times, there have been times whenever we just stop the music altogether, and the entire church, just spends time praying and seeking the face of God, and feeling what I would call feeling after the Spirit. Wanting to know, Lord, what would you have in this service? What would you like to be done? And at those times He has given me different songs. Sometimes He doesn't, and we don't sing another song. And I have to be willing to take the chance to go in another direction. And I'm a planner, and I'm a don't give me something on the spur of the moment kind of a person. And I hate to do that because it makes me nervous. But whenever I'm willing to do it, if God has asked me to do it, there's blessing in that. And others are blessed because I'm willing to follow the leading of God.
Okay, thank you.